What we're up to now is we're running the oil pipes up to the train stations here. Now, as we've shown in the water tutorial previously with coal power, is that the extractors will provide 10 meters of head lift by default. And now these are 8 meters from the bottom to the top is 8 meters, if I am correct. Just to show you there, that one and that one there. So there's 8 meters. So from there up to there is 8 meters. So there's 8 meters. That's half of 8 meters. So there's 10 meters. So at that point, we need to have pumps to go up higher. So we're going to put some pumps, and in this case, previously I showed you how to run pumps using the walls to do them, and the walls allowed you to align them. Can't really use walls on the ramps, but that's not a big issue, and I'll show you why. So what we want to do is, when we're running the pipe here, there's a couple of different ways. When you run your pipe down, you can click on here, and the first click allows you then to set the height and also set the rotation of it like that. So you could have it like that. You could also have, for instance, if you put the support down like that to start off with, you'll get a smoother transition. Now, one thing I do want to demonstrate is, however, let's just have a look at that from the side on. It might not make much difference, but you can see there's not a curve at the top when it's like that to that. And the next bit here will sort itself out. Now, I showed you, what I showed you then was that you have to do 2 clicks every time. A click to put it down and then a click to execute it. And that can be quite repetitive when you're doing a lot of them over a length of period. So in the game, and we're going to delete this one and redo it. In the settings, there's an option called execute on, let's have a look, options, gameplay, execute build step on release. If checked, build steps will be executed on press and release of the primary fire button. Faster building, but may require the fire button to be held down at times. So we're going to do that. And now this time, so I'm going to create the support here like I did. You notice that it created it straight away. It didn't give me a chance to actually do the angle. So the way you do it is you hold the mouse button down, and then you get to do the any options. So for instance, if I come down here, if I just like previously clicked it, I don't get the choice. What I have to do is, when I get to my spot, hold the mouse button down, then I can do the height, and then I can change that. And generally what it means is, now when you're running a lot of pipe, and this works for conveyor belts as well, is that bang, it's done. I don't have to click the mouse again. And that's what that does a lot of. Getting back to the pumps, we know that we have a base pump height here. We are going to use the just the foundations as a guide. So I'm going to put a pump on, and this just gets hard to look at sometimes. So you just have to get the right angle. I'm going to put in the center a pump. Now I don't need to put another pump again because 4, 8, 16, 20 meters is up here, so we're okay. I want to show you something that's happening in the game here. Everything's working, but it may be something that breaks in the future if it gets fixed, and it has to do with the head lift. Now this one here is correct. It's 18.4 meters head lift and everything's working fine. And this one here is all working fine, but it says it's got 20.4 meters head lift. And that would of course be this extra bit here. So the solution here is quite simple. All I do is I'll just move this up just a little bit, and I think that's all that's required. And it's already pumping. And let's look at the head lift. And there you go, that's stabilized. And look, it was all working fine, but let's say the game, the devs actually get it working 100% accurate. Then you could have problems later on, and you have to come and work it out. So that's always good to check.